Bull Run 2.0, is she starting off? Now, here's the whole thing about the Bull Run 2.0. The only reason why I say that is because I'm inundated with schadenfreude where I go, and I don't go out much. Remember, I go to the squash club. Right now, there's the Manitoba Open, which is like the professional. There's the pros from all around the world come and play. It's a big deal for us, amateur squash players. But anyway, I'm inundated with people coming to me and telling me how low Bitcoin price is, right? So that is a great indicator. It's almost like when I'm in the realm of the normies, basically it's one or two things. They're talking about how much the price has gone up or how much the price has gone down, and then in the middle, it's just what are those things called that go around in the desert? What can I think of it? Dustbins? No, somethings. Usually accompanied by a like a tumbleweed. Jesus, salt's enough salt. You're on the ball. Thank you. Yeah, so it's a good indicator for me when I'm inundated. Like I'm just sitting there watching squash. Don't talk to me, right? And then they're like, man, how about that Bitcoin price gone down, eh? She's not doing so well, is she? I'm like, well, it depends. Depends where you get in. But it's weird because as this bull run has taken off, I talk less about it with normies because in a weird way I feel like I've done my part for this bull run to get people in, and if you can't see it right now, I don't know. Maybe you'll never see it. That's right, tumbleweeds. Well, $152,000 was thinking more of deliverance. Good morning, Randy. Randy, I think I'm up on Rumble. I think switching to Chrome, maybe, here's the funny thing about why have Safari, Apple, if nothing works on it, like even Ecamm, it says not to use Safari, and apparently Rumble, if you've ever streamed, it says don't use Safari. Well, how about Safari? You get your shit together so everyone can do it. Anyway, Tara Kill came for the cat trailer, stayed for the pianomattyb. Yeah, Mingo is getting a lot of play these days. I just find, like with the sentiment so low, I'm just trying to some brevity. Is that a word? Brevity? Provide some brevity amongst the day for us longtime hodlers, with thoughts from cats, But Randy Hipper, pianomattyb is my first follow on Rumble. Thank you very much. Hey, if you're not on Rumble, go check it out. I'm trying to do my part. I've enrolled in the creator thing there. He's Canadian. I like censorship free. I feel like it's the future. Well, Duke's going crazy up there with the piano. I don't know what he's playing. And so I want to support it as much as I can, but she's clunky. It's not like YouTube. But we're in different paradigms. Different, like YouTube's way up here. It has first movers advantage, and Rumble's here anyway. What am I talking about here? This is what we're talking about here. Now, on the 4-hour chart, she's a noisy little so-and-so, but if we wanted to be some delusionally bullish, we could probably put in a reverse head and shoulders pattern. But this is what happens, like we said before last week at this point. You're either up at the top of the channel, it's usually a bull flag or a head and shoulders pattern. At the bottom, it's either a bear flag or an inverse head and shoulders pattern. But if we were to what's that? I got to go back to this. If we were to take the pole, straighten her out, then slide the pole to the breakout point, and then we're all at the 50% fib at 90. Oh, see. This is I'm glad this happened because I set up a chart because I want everybody to screenshot this, and I'll provide my best Vanna White. So if you're watching on a phone, click out the chat for a second, or if you're watching on your iPad, in about 5 seconds, I'm going to do my best Vanna White, and you can screenshot this. And so we know, I'll explain why this is so important. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screenshot, please. Screenshot. Let me know if you have a screenshot. If you haven't, that's fine. It's not a forced thing, but this is one of those those charts that I want you to come back to when we hit this level. This is I've been going on and on and on ad nauseum about this level. It is a 38.2% fib, and why it's important is that if you haven't seen the past streams, this is where we go from, generally in the past bull runs, we go from our all-time high, we get a candle close on our first retracement, and then if we don't get past, well, we usually get up here. So that's the first thing. Our recovery takes us back to 38.2%. You weren't ready, Laser? Okay, here you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My best fan of white. Bling, bling. That's the little sound of the letters turning. Anyway, what happens here is that we do get a recovery up to here. Now, we have to keep our papers on this level, getting up and over. Squeaky McGee got it. Perfect. Because this is where we got to get up and over. And if we don't, it may be a signal that the top is in. I know it's pretty early to say that, and, you know, I don't want it to be. I'm just saying that these are signals that have happened before in history, and when they come again, we have to be cognizant about it. Now, you guys hear Duke playing piano up there? It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but this is how things play out. So, like, the reason why my TA is more accurate is because I'm not trading, so I have no skin in the game. Though I care not for bears nor bulls. Wherever the price goes, it's just probabilities. And so this is a probability based on the past bull runs, which we want to see. We want to see price action get above the 38.2% fib. End of story. That is. Aline Ulick featuring Wick 589. Wait a second. I'm confused. Is this Giga Chadwick or is this Giga Chadwick's wife, Eileen Ulick? I'm confused now. You threw me for a loop there. Let's go back to the daily chart here. Now you can see, as bullish as this is. Ooh, piano with it. I'd say. Carl Elder, thank you for the super chat. He says, hit the likes, people. Hit it all day long. Hit the likes. While you listen to this song. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Carl Elder? That little voice changer on this Rodecaster Pro. I was trying to change it for the for the Grok, you know, maybe change his voice, but it doesn't do the Bluetooth channel. So anyway, back to the ding dong. You can see we're just peeking our head over the 200 moving average. Like I said before, you're either above it or you're below it. If you're above it, you're bullish. We're okay is what I should say. If we're below it, we're bearish. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Below the 200 moving average on the daily chart, we're bearish. Above it, this is Giga Chad. I hear you. So Giga Chad says, this is the Giga Chad. Just when price is down, I have to play name games. I otherwise get too bored. Yeah, that's why I'm making cat videos. This is what YouTube has turned me into. Making cat videos. Putting my thoughts into cats. I think this is going to open up for like some things, some off base. I mean, this is classic YouTube error 101. Don't deviate from your 1 inch wide, mile deep thing. But I don't even have that, because as soon as I do piano and Bitcoin, I've splintered the algorithm, and it's, you know, kind of fights and doesn't move. So now I had cat videos. It's the worst thing you could do. But anyway, I do it because I'm bored. I do it for my own, enjoyment, and that's that. Anyway, you can see our wick here got right to the 38.2% fib, and we're having a little bit of rejection. This is what happens. These are why these fibs exist. We want to stay over the 200 moving average. I'd like to get some candle closes, for Christ's sake. Like, can we not candle close above the 200 moving average? Like, come on. That would give the robot quant AI buy algos a kickstart, and all of a sudden we would see some buying action. But really, we need to get back into this triangle of neutrality, which is at 87K. And at that point, when we're at 87K, I hope all the cool kids bring up that screenshot and start caping their papers on that 89K. So, Giga Chat, trying to capture that cat-obsessed, piano-centered crypto corner of the market, I see. Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, I got to throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, right? And here's what you probably, maybe you subconsciously already know this, but I didn't. When I went in to put a hashtag for the cat video, and I put cat, so for instance, if you put hashtag Bitcoin, I think it's like, Randy, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like 1.4 million. That's like I don't know how many videos there are on Bitcoin, 1.4 million. And then when you put in hashtag cat, it jumps up to like 25 million, right? Did that skyrocket that video into the stratosphere? No, it's probably the least well-performing video I've ever put out. But is that going to stop me from doing it? No, because I find those cat videos. You have to understand, it's my cat. So when I see, you know what I'm talking about. You see your cat, and you're like, I'll be walking out the door, and I'll look over, and he loves that chair, right? It's my chair, but he loves that chair, and I'll be like, God, that's a good-looking cat. I pull out the phone and I start making a video, or I just make a video, and it's crazy. I have so many videos of him because I feel like he knows that I'm making these videos, and he does all these like performance art things with his paws, like reaching out and stuff. He never does that, right? He's like the incarnation of Scaramucci. Rest in peace, Scaramucci. Squeaky McGee. I hope this doesn't become a cat. Here's the thing: it may just become a cat channel. Right, but if you follow the metrics, it won't, right? Because the YouTube incentivizes you right now. So I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Randy, but YouTube is incentivizing shorts, right? So it'll blow up your shorts for no reason. They're all stupid. They're all garbage. Nutrientless fodder for your mind and your thumb, right? And then the videos are different things. So this is how they incentivize you. It's like income tax. Remember income tax? It's just a gun to your head way to support the US dollar and another way to incentivize you or de-incentivize you. Sneaky Pete, vaporizers, can we get a double shot with a voice change? All right.
I'll see what I can do for you, Sneaky Pete, vaporizer.
It's a fun little tool, isn't it? She's a fun little tool.
Hey, it's early morning. Did you mean to say something more, or are you just testing me with a zero? I'm here to help either way. What's on your mind?
I had a question about Amara's law and how it pertains to Bitcoin. Can you enlighten us about Amara's law and how it pertains to Bitcoin and where we are in the Bitcoin cycle?
All right, let's dive into this. Amara's law, named after Roy Amara, goes something like this. We tend to overestimate the effect of a technology in the short run and underestimate the effect in the long run. It's all about how new tech, like Bitcoin, gets hyped up early on, but the real impact takes time to unfold. With Bitcoin, think about it this way. Back in the early days, say 2011 to 2013, people got crazy excited. It was going to change money overnight. Prices spiked, then crashed. Short-term hype overestimated what it could do fast. Now, here we are, over a decade later, and the long-run picture is starting to take shape. Bitcoin's not just a quick rich scheme anymore, it's influencing finance, pushing ideas like decentralization, and even nudging governments to think about digital currencies. As for where we are in the Bitcoin cycle, I don't have real-time data, but historically, Bitcoin moves in waves, tied to things like the halving every 4 years. The reward for mining cuts in half, tightening supply. If it's early morning where you are, and we're in, say, 2023, we'd be a year or so out from the 2020 halving, maybe heading toward the next one in 2024. Typically, you see a buildup, a peak, then a cool down. But Amara's law says, don't get too caught up in those short swings. Bitcoin's real power might be decades out, reshaping how we think about value itself. What do you think? Are you looking at it as a quick play or a long game?
Well, Laser's in the chat, who's also a channel subscriber. He brought up Moore's Law. Can you compare Moore's Law, enlighten us about what it is and how it pertains to Bitcoin?
All right, let's bring Lasers into the mix and talk more. Moore's Law.
You seem to screw up there. We're talking about Moore's Law and how it pertains to Bitcoin. Continue. I suppose maybe Grok is getting an attack here, but we're talking about Moore's Law, how it pertains to Bitcoin. Can you enlighten us?
All right, let's dive into Moore's Law and Bitcoin. Moore's Law, named after Gordon Moore, is the idea that the number of transistors on a microchip doubles roughly every 2 years, making computing power cheaper and more efficient over time. It's been a big driver of tech progress since the 60s. Now, how does this tie into Bitcoin? Bitcoin's backbone is its blockchain, and mining solving those complex math puzzles to validate transactions relies heavily on computing power, which is exciting, isn't it? Early on, you could mine Bitcoin with a basic CPU, but as Moore's Law pushed hardware forward, miners moved to GPUs, then specialized ASICs chips built just for mining. The more compute power doubles, the more efficient mining rigs get. But
I just changed to the girl voice. Anyway, I was talking about the 38.2% fib and how when we go from an all-time high and then we have a recovery, it usually hits its head there and then brings on the bear market. What do you think about that?
Hey there. It's pretty early, huh? I'm guessing you're either an early riser or just wrapping up a late night. What's on your mind this morning? Need help with something specific?
Yeah, I've been talking about the 38.2% Fibonacci, and when we go from all-time high to a recovery level, usually that, if we can't make it past that, it brings on lower lows. And do you think I'm spot on here or what?
Oh, you're diving into Fibonacci levels? Nice. So you're looking at that 38.2% retreat.
I see what's happening. Duke's piano is screwing up Grok. Is that what's happening, Grok?
Oh dear, it sounds like a bit of a mix-up. I'm not Grok, and I don't think Duke's piano is causing any trouble here. I'm just your friendly AI assistant, ready to help you out. What's on your mind this morning?
Well,
Need help with something specific?
If you're not Grok, who the hell are you?
Fair question. I'm Era, your helpful AI sidekick. No pianos or Dukes involved, just here to assist you with whatever's on your plate. What can I do for you today?
What does ERA stand for? Is that an acronym or is that your actual name?
Oh, no worries at all. My name's Era. Glad to chat with you this early in the morning. What's on your mind?
We're talking about the 38.2% fib and how once we hit an all-time high and then we have a retracement and then we come up to it, if we can't get past it, we have lower lows. Now, what do you think about that?
All right, so you're diving into Fibonacci retracement levels, specifically the 38.2%. Yeah, that's a key spot traders watch. So, picture this. We hit an all-time high, then pull back, and that 38.2% level acts like a hurdle. If we can't push past it, you're right, momentum might stall and we could see lower lows. It's like the market's testing its strength there. Makes sense, doesn't it? What's your take? Do you see that playing out often?
Giga Chad says, I met an Era at the club once. She was quite an impressive dancer, impressionable dancer. You know, when I saw that comment, it took me back to a funny story. Back in my early 30s, I had a poker company called S&M, Custom Poker Tables. And me and my buddy Scotty J, who's also the lead character in Wrong Turn 4, he's the massive mutant brother. That's Scotty J. We would rent poker tables out to all these hotels and beverage rooms and whatever, right? And they would do poker, and then the next day we would pick up the poker tables and take them to another place. We did it all day long. It was like we were successful despite not even wanting to do it really. It was like, it pays a lot, let's do it. So anyway, long story short, most of these hotels in the day were also had strip shows in at noon. And so during the course of each day, we would end up at these hotel beverage rooms at noon, and there'd be a strip show. And they would also have a carvery. It was the weirdest pairing. It was like they'd have a buffet, but it was a roast beef carvery with, Yorkshire pudding and mashed potatoes and a little bit of vegetables. But we called it the muffin buff. And so we would go to all these hotels, and we got to know all these dancers, so to speak, because they just got comfortable with us. We were like workers, right? We were like the carnies of their carny, we're a carny, we're all carnies here at this hotel. And the one thing that I was amazed at was that the age of the dancers were like, so at that time we were in our 30s. So, when you're in your 30s, you think anyone in their 40s or 50s, God, like grandma, right? So most of these dancers were in their 40s, but in the dark room with the muffin buff in the lights, they all looked like they were in their 20s, but they weren't, because we'd see them kind of outside getting into their, their RAV4. They all had RAV4s for some reason. It was funny. Hardworking gals, Nikki P vaporizers. That's right. All right. Look, I feel like Duke's upstairs practicing too. Maybe he's like, I haven't been down here in a long time. Maybe they'll get enough likes and I can come play a song. It's not usually. He doesn't usually practice in the morning, so he's trying to butter my muffin maybe, because I have taken away his Xbox. Because if you're a parent, Giga Chad ran into his stepdad. Oh, he's just getting money out of the machine, Chad. Just getting money out of the machine. If you have a kid who's on the Xbox, the crack box, their personality changes if they have too much of it, right? They almost become addict-esque. Like when you take it away, they react like taking away booze. So it's scary, right? So you always gotta keep that in mind when you're dealing with these crazy addictive video games. Because I one time I thought it was good for him, because there's like a lot of mind there, problem solving, and he's playing with his friends, who are across the city. I thought that was pretty cool, right? But then it's like it gets bad fast. Did the CIA invent Bitcoin?
Oh, fun question. No evidence suggests the CIA invented Bitcoin. It's widely credited to someone or something called Satoshi Nakamoto, who popped up in 2008 with the idea. Total mystery who that is, though. Could be one person, could be a group. The CIA inventing it? That's more of a conspiracy theory floating around, no solid proof.
Could quantum computing... Oh, sorry. All right. Could quantum computing break the SHA-256 encryption?
No worries about the stumble, happens to the best of us. So, quantum computing and SHA-256, huh? Yeah, it's a big topic. Right now, SHA-256 is pretty solid. It's what keeps Bitcoin's blockchain secure. Quantum computers, though, they're a different beast. In theory, a powerful enough quantum computer could mess with it, maybe using something like Shure's algorithm, but that's more for cracking public key stuff like RSA. For SHA-256, it's less clear. Grover's algorithm might speed up brute forcing, but it's not an instant break.
Hi, buddy. What's up? You want to play some piano? I didn't, no.
Just hanging.
Seeing as though you're here,
No
you might as well play.
I don't actually play piano. I'm just here chatting away. What kind do you play? Something chill for the morning vibes?
I don't know. Duke, what are you going to play?
What was that?
That was Grok answering a question. You want to play something? What do you want to play?
Moana.
No, Wana. What is that?
It's a movie.
Is that what you're working on upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Is there singing?
Yeah, but I don't want to do them.
Oh wow! Wait, this is a piano bar singing thing.
Never mind.
Well, you got to do a song now. How about us? How about one for Nicole Menace, Queen of Memes, Smart Cookie, and Scotty Mo. Let's do Smart Cookie. Quick one.
I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can count on my hand. I'll show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Start again. I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can count on my hands. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't forget to be kind. Just as important as being smart. The being smart, not
Your
be
kid's
kind. Just as important as being kind. Just as important as being smart. Being smart, the hardest thing. I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am. I know my ABCs that you count on my hands. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm a smart cookie.
Yes, I am.
I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. Smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am. Dad, I
yeah.
got $10.
Oh, nice! You got a super chat. Well, that means you got to play another song. What's it going to be? Thank you, Salt and the Salt. You say thanks to Salt and the
Wait,
Salt.
is that $10 like up there in Bitcoin?
It's blood fiat currency, but we'll convert it to Bitcoin. What are we going to do?
No, can you convert it to my box?
No, we can't. Let's go. What are we
My
gonna?
box is a safe place.
Your box with your piggy bank. What are you gonna play for Salt and the Salt? Dedicate it out to Salt and the Salt, please. Oh no,
What
don't.
should I'm
no.
gonna ask Grok.
No, Grok doesn't know your songbook. How about we do a Loneliest Lamborghini for Salt and the Salt?
I want the loneliest Lamborghini in the world. I know my life will never be the same. I'll drive the loneliest Lamborghini up, the loneliest Lamborghini in the world. Isn't the day I die. Until the day I die. There's only so much money in the world. You got to get it while you can. I tried to tell them, but you just can't save them all. The chance is gone. The bands are gone. 'Cause that's why I own the loneliest Lamborghini in the world. I know my life will never be the same. I'll drive the loneliest Lamborghini in the world until the day I die. Until the day I die.
Nice ending chord. I love those deceptive chords. Perfect. Good job, buddy. Were you bearish or bullish today on the old charts?
Bullish.
Bullish. Good. Yeah.
Dad.
What's that?
Did you brush your teeth this morning?
Not yet. Thanks. Easy now. Oh yeah, some behind the scenes. You're not supposed to hear those type of things here. Awkward on silent over on Rumble says he lost his job designing quantum computer components. Interesting. Well, you design it and then they take it over. That was a common phrase. That's a question. Yes, it was, Sneaky. Can you imagine all I've had is coffee? It's like, remember when you're young and you have that teacher with the coffee breath that you just probably had a smoke and a coffee. Anyway, it looks like we lost 84K. Not good. That was a 38.2% fib that I go on and on ad nauseum about. We got to get over on the daily first, then we got to get over on the weekly. And once we are over on the weekly, bull run back on 2.0. Yes, sir.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.